everyone, and welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. Golden Boy here, bringing you the action as it will be real All-Stars going up against the boys in Vexx Revenge. Should be a great matchup. Of course, that last matchup is going to be a complete reset, it seems, as there was an issue, but it's okay. It's all resolved. Don't worry about it, guys. Of course, still rolling solo. Benson should be here in a little bit, but with that said, the action is just about to heat up. Things are going to get really crazy here. Now, some information about you guys with the real All-Stars squad. There are a bunch of veterans here. Bissell, by the way, winning EGL 10, as well as, if I'm correct here, it says that he won Reflex as well with Infuse, teaming with Vintage, Jake, Tommy, and Josh. So Vintage was the team, and Jake, Tommy, Tosh, or I apologize, Vintage was not the team. That was an incorrection there. But anyway, yes, so basically a great team here filled with veterans. Let's go ahead, jump into the action. Let me stop spewing that garbage and hop right into this one as we have Torres, who a veteran in this scene as well. Hadn't really played all that much Call of Duty Ghosts, but then coming into Call of Duty Champs, he's like, Call of Duty Championship, you got to step your game up, and he pretty much comes into it here. With that said, now we have Torres on your screen again, and like I said before, real All-Stars, a bunch of veterans. On the other side, yeah, the boys in Vexx Revenge, you know them, you love them, you saw them play quite a bit here at the Call of Duty Championship on the Bravo stream, making quite the name for themselves. I had a chance, again, like I said before, to speak with Vexx Revenge, and they, I asked them about the complexity game. I was like, guys, how you feeling? How you feeling after that matchup? And they said, well, we're feeling pretty good. We went into that one knowing it was going to be a really tough matchup, and we came out of it learning quite a bit. And we talked about the Dom Octane game. They were like, yeah, we're not ready for that. But they definitely proved their mettle when it comes to search and destroy. So definitely a great team here, and one that is so capable of making it to bracket play, as are every team here for the Call of Duty Championships. Now, with that said, taking a look here at real All-Stars, Torres 3-2 score is going to be 11-25. Vexx Revenge coming out very strong. When I talked to them, they said, we know we have to win this one. This is the big one. This is the one that's pretty much going to put us in contention for the money, and they're really excited about their chances here. And a funny story about this Revenge team. I found them at MLG Columbus. I saw them go up against Optic Gaming. This was, they finished 17th. This was a matchup against Optic, I believe, in the lower bracket there. And it was, if Optic lost, they went home. And if Vexx won, obviously it would have been a huge boost for their confidence. But either way, I had a great conversation with them afterwards. I invited them out to UMG. I told them, hey, guys, I would really like to see what you guys could do in another event. So, head on out to UMG. There, they performed very well as well. But here's the crazy part. They have experience playing against players that, players like Optic Gaming, obviously. But another thing that you got to take away from that day there was a giant crowd of players, of fans, I should say, excuse me, behind them, cheering and going nuts. And when I talked to them afterwards, I was like, that must have been really tough. They were like, no, we actually enjoyed that. That was really cool. That was a cool experience. People were watching us play Optic. Like, that was a great feeling for them. Since then, this Revenge squad has stuck around, and they've kind of become, kind of made a name for themselves in Call of Duty Ghosts, of course. So a big credit to them, the Revenge team and the Vexx squad, or Vexx organization, for supporting this squad. But in any case, back to the action, 64-23. Seems like Vexx Revenge continuing to roll on this real All-Star squad. They can't quite get it together. Bissell is actually going to be able, he's going to be 1-7. He's going to get dropped, though. And you're going to see as, let's go ahead and switch here to Mech. Mech now looking to find anyone, finding one player. Two guys actually pushing in, though. Ill skill on your screen. Let's see what he's going to do with this grenade. He's going to toss his concussion, hopefully to get a few hit markers. But instead, he is going to use that Semtex to try and open out a corner. But Mech's grenade does manage to get a double on that one, and Slumber is going to get taken out. Seems like Slumber is kind of quieted a little bit here, as he usually is that natural Slayer for this team. He is the Slayer role for Revenge, but we've just been seeing some incredible plays out of Slumber this entire time. But Ill skill is going to get knifed there by Daredevil, the veteran demon on your screen here. Let's see what he's going to do, but nothing will come of that. 76-41 with 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock means that you have Revenge that kind of got to push back here, make something happen, which they were trying to go for that neutralization over by C, but that was not going to happen. You have no one by B presently. Ill Skill pushing forward with his teammates by caution over to the green to see if he can maybe find 1 or 2 players, and he forgot he has no tacticals. He used them already, but he is going to have a teammate there for support. He will get picked off, though, by Torres. Torres picking up a sick double. He's currently going to be on a 5-point streak, finding Mech, going around a corner, and what a knife there out of Torres, getting all 4 members there. What a run out of him, and Torres, he's 16-8. He is just absolutely tearing it apart here, which is surprising considering the start that this squad has had. With 25 seconds left on the clock, Torres finding victims left and right, but unfortunately gets taken out. Bissell struggling, 3-10. Definitely not something that I would have expected. Torres picking up the slack without a doubt on that one. And we have 88-65 here with the time ticking down. It's going to get very interesting in a few, of course, to see how these two teams are going to play it out in this second half in this matchup. And there you have it. So 91-68 in favor of Vexx Revenge. So 91, make sure I write that down, to 68. Definitely a great performance out of them for sure. And now that is pretty much going to wrap things up for that first half, but expect some craziness in that second. I mean, honestly, when you think about Revenge, you think about their Slayers, it shocks me actually that Slumber was 9-12. I'm actually really surprised there. He usually starts off a lot stronger. He couldn't really find his AR in that game, but I'm looking for him. He's going to be my player to watch going into that second half. Alternatively, I'm going to look for Torres and Black to just keep it going. Can they keep it going? Can they continue this amazing run? 17-10 for Torres, 17-13 for Black. I mean, need I say more? They turned it up at the end, but look for Bissell. He went 3-12 in that last domination game. 3-12. That's not something that you see out of a player with his experience. So it's very surprising there. Now we're going to be waiting, and it seems like they started the matchup right away, which is good news for me. I don't got to talk too much. But, yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the second half is going to play out. Those are definitely going to be my players to watch, and I think I want to kick it off with Bissell as soon as the match begins, because if Bissell's able to come out strong, I think it's going to set the tone, and it's going to help him to forget about what happened in that last half. I mean, he struggled, you know, but credit to Vexx Revenge to be able to apply that pressure, not giving him that chance to be able to just come up and be able to assert himself. So it seems like we're going to be waiting for this one to begin. I think it was a false start there, but, you know, it is what it is now. And we, of course, want to let you guys know, use the hashtag CODChamps, talk about what's going on here in LA. Get social about it, as always. Of course, share the stream, www.mlg.tv. You have 4 amazing streams going on all weekend long. You have the Alpha stream, Bravo, Delta, and Charlie, which I should have probably put Bravo and then Charlie and then Delta, but, you know, it is what it is. So looking to see if this matchup is going to begin any second now. But I want to hear who you guys think are going to take it. Is it going to be Vexx Revenge? Are they going to be able to beat 2-1 in this pool and join Complexity in bracket play? Or will we see a 3-way tie? That's the thing that very much so interests me. And I think the prospect of a 3-way tie, it really is cool because, it's not something that I certainly wouldn't have expected to see. But, again, at this level of competition with the caliber of these players and these teams, it's awesome to see how things are all unfolding here at the Call of Duty Championships in LA. Of course, presented by Xbox. Now it seems like the action has begun. The players are going to join the game. Second half here. Again, that score 98-68. So we're going to see if Vexx Revenge can continue to hold on to this lead, or will the AllStars come back into this one? Pressure's on. So the matchup is about to begin here, and again, I want to hear what you guys have to say. You can tweet me at GoldenBoyFCW, use the hashtag CODChamps. Who do you think has this W in the bag? Is it going to be Vexx Revenge, or will it be real AllStars? And with that said, seems like we're going to be jumping in, hopefully. There we go, finally. So let's go ahead and jump right into the action. I want to kick it off with, you know what? I want to kick it off with Bissell, because I feel like Bissell, he kind of shocked me there. I expected a lot more out of him, and unfortunately just was not the case here. Bissell going to start this one off as aggressive as he possibly can. Bear in mind as well, we got 23-point lead in favor of Vexx Revenge. So with a 23-point lead, one has to wonder how aggressive does this team need to be, and Bissell with a great stop there as he manages to take out Mech. Mech was not suspecting of that one by any means. Bissell's going to be hanging out over by B, and just like that, real All-Stars are going to come out real strong and pick up the B flag right away. Let's see if they're going to be able to get aggressive on the other side, or if they even need to. Of course, that 25-point lead will be glaring over them, so we'll see here. I believe I'm sorry, 23-point lead. I wrote it wrong, and that is my fault. 23-point lead. Let's see what's up with Black. Black going to be navigating around the, he pushes out by Green. Back over to Torres. It's going to be 2-1 here. You have Mech, who's 3-1. Demon's going to get taken out. Ill skill. Oh, Demon ends up getting that kill on Torres as he falls down, so that's pretty funny. But Slumber is going to be pushing up with Demon here. They know that they need to get those guys out of their home flag and then advance forward. Look for Slumber to just hold down this right side by Green. If he could do this one, if he could hold this down for his team, that can open up opportunities for them to only have to worry about one side. It's actually a really sound strategy that you're seeing, but Slumber is going to get taken out. Mech and Demon last and left alive. Mech finding one player. There's going to be Demon inside of the green. A couple players spawning inside, and now they're going to be pushing up toward B. But just as we say that, they're going to be losing their home flag, and that is going to rest on the shoulders of, I believe that's going to be Slumber, which he manages to go back and get it. Then you have Ill Skill on the other side who's going to try and see if he can cap A or C. But he does get that neutralization. That's going to be big for them to give them that opportunity to fight 4-3 in the middle. You see, going to be completely cleared open. Demon now on the advance, hoping to see if he can find anyone. Of course, trying to make his way by C is going to be the most important thing, because if he can get those 2 orange arrows to turn around, if you take a look, there's actually going to be 2 players on C, and both of those orange arrows turning around here. They do get C. They are getting A back as well, so they do have control, and if they can get this split spawn, that will work out very well for them. This is something that the boys in Real All-Stars do not want to have to deal with here. The score is going to be so small here. It's going to be 43-25. Still anyone's ball game at this point in time. And now Torres, he's going to get picked off. Jumping all over the place here to Bissell to see what is going on. Why is this happening? Why are these players struggling so much? A 13-point lead in favor of, in favor of Real All-Stars, Vexx Revenge. It's a fragile lead. 10 points. 10 points is what's separating them here. To be able to take this first game and assert that their presence in this one, it will be great in this matchup, in this series. It'll be so clutch, so important, obviously. Going into this, who wouldn't want to get that cush? Just, hey, we got you got 2-1. It's cush, it's cushion, right? Why not? But in any case, though, it's 44-52 here. And no one, it seems like they do have control of B and C. Let's jump on over to the Vexx Revenge guys, as Slumber, the player that we were going to point out before. Main Slayer for this team, 7-4, 4 captures as well, getting his hands dirty with the objective play. Finding one guy up top, going for the challenge, and he just can't quite stop Slumber. But he is going to get met with bullets as soon as he crept around the corner there. Ill Skill on the caution side of his team, finding one player. Oh, and he gets absolutely wrecked as Torres is going to be there for that stop. Now we have 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. It is going to be a 12-point lead in favor of Real All-Stars. Granted, you have that 23-point lead, so that will be 11 points total. 11 points separating these two teams. If this squad, if Vexx Revenge are going to be able to maintain this one, now is the time to do so, and they do manage to get B back, but they've got to get a home flag. They have to make something happen here. You see Mech pushing in on A, but he got to anticipate players coming from the spawn. He's going to go for those free fires everywhere, and he is going to get taken out. This is not going to be a good look here. Demon managing to find one, jumping around the corner. This is going to be so intense, 76-55 right now. I honestly could not have called it like this. And now, with 21-point lead pretty much, and a 22-point lead here, this is not a good look for either team. Of course, Demon, or I should say, it's not a good look here for Vexx Revenge, as they're going to look to close this one out. They got a 20-point lead here in favor of the boys in Real All-Stars, but you got 3 points remaining. Demon around the corner, 8 seconds remaining, winning those gun battles. You have 81-64, 82-64, pardon, 82-64, and this is not a good look here. And there you go. So a 5-point lead, and they try to come back, try to rally it, but it just was not enough. A great run there. 5 points separating these two teams. Vexx Revenge able to win game number 1. What a matchup that was. Slumber, big performance out of him. Big performance out of him, without a doubt. And that will be, again, let me go ahead and write that down for my record, 82-64. That is pretty much going to seal the deal here. Again, 5-point lead. I mean, and that's the thing about this game, about what we're seeing here at Call of Duty Championships. Any point in time, it could swing in the other direction. That's why I love this stuff. That's why I hope you guys are enjoying yourself back at home. With that said, we're going to go to a brief commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have Search and Destroy for you all back at home. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the other side.